3 hours, 30 minutes. The American Humvee speeds behind Matt and Lola's bikes as they race over the salt pan and follow the Canadians' tracks. Lola's KTM is rigged with gun holders that run down each side of the dirt bike's steel frame. They hold M16s and Uzis. She still has 2 pistols strapped to her thighs and ammunition belts wrapped around her waist. She is packing. Books drives the Humvee. Sophia sits alongside him. Jim mans the M2 machine gun in the Humvee's turret. In the rear of the Humvee, Cutter dozes. Next to him, Jedi keeps busy and copies down the numbers from the outside of the red and blue cases into his notebook. Lloyd watches him. "Careful with those, kid. Book said those were dangerous goods." "Just reading off the numbers," Jedi says. He glances over at Lloyd and watches him try to get comfortable.
"Ow, this fucking shoulder,"
Lloyd winces. "Is it bad?"
"Yeah, like I need a new everything."
"You gotta hang in there, dude. It'll be over soon."
"Yeah, one way or another. I'm hoping the other way to the way I think it's gonna go."
"Hey, positive thoughts, Lloyd. Besides, we've got Lola now. She's pretty awesome. She's like an angel of death."
"Kid, you got a lot to learn about women."
"Yeah, that's something I'm sure looking forward to."
"What's that supposed to mean?"
Lloyd asks. Forget it." Lloyd laughs.
"Are you trying to tell me that you ain't got laid yet, kid?"
I said forget it."
"You got plenty of time. It's overrated anyway."
"Maybe for you, at your time of life."
"Hey, my time of life's good, kid. You'll get to try it one day."
"Sorry, no offense meant, Lloyd."
"If I remember rightly, when I was your age, even 30 seemed old."
"Yeah, a lot starts happening to your body at 30. Jedi picks up the European's remote and studies it.
"How come?"
"Your brain starts to lose around 7,000 brain cells a day. That's 2,555,000 a year, and over 100 million by the time you reach 70.
"Well, that's a concern. If you're trying to make me feel better, it's not working. Hey, kid, pass me those painkillers."
Jedi throws over a small bottle of tablets. Lloyd catches them with his good hand and unscrews the cap, then drinks several of the pills down in one go. "Just so you know, you can take steps to slow the rate of brain cell loss," Jedi says.
"Is that so?"
"Yeah, you just gotta drink plenty of water. Totally cut out cigarettes, alcohol, and fatty foods. You know, all the bad stuff."
Lloyd laughs. "When you get to my time of life, that's actually all the good stuff. I'm beginning to regret this conversation."
Lloyd shuts his eyes and his breathing deepens. "Hey, Lloyd?"
"What? I'm trying to have a 5 here."
"You don't need to worry, because you've still got about 1 trillion cells up there." Jedi taps his head.
"It sure don't feel like it at the moment."
Lloyd's eyes remain closed. Silence. "And friends?" Jedi adds.
"What are you talking about now?"
"That's another thing that keeps you young. And a good wife."
"Well, that's me fucked then, 'cause I ain't got me neither," Lloyd says. "I'm like you, kid, pretty much a loner."
Hey, I've got friends."
Yeah, but they're most likely a bunch of socially inept losers whose idea of a great Saturday night is talking about microchips or some other boring computer programming shit."
"That stuff's actually quite interesting."
"As interesting as watching cheap paint dry."
Lloyd begins to drift off to sleep. "What about you, loner Lloyd? Why you got no friends?"
"Me? I just piss people off. I just say things wrong. Words come out of my big fat mouth, and then I think, why the fuck did I just say that? If people were traffic lights, kid, when they'd meet me, they'd change from green to red. You ever heard that saying, no man is an island?"
Yeah.
"Well, I am an island, except I've planted a whole load of fucking landmines all over my beaches."
Lloyd's head drops and he falls asleep. Jedi watches Lloyd for a few more seconds, then says, "Well, my light's on green for you, dude." Meanwhile, in the front of the Humvee, Sophia watches Matt show off his motorbike skills to Lola. He flips a few wheelies, then he overtakes her, and rides with no hands. Sophia shakes her head, her arms folded across her chest. A huge chunk of her hair is missing. She looks pissed. The sub-zero atmosphere between herself and Books is broken by 2 loud beeps coming from the rear of the Humvee. 2 more blue LEDs light up on both Sophia and Books' collars. Jedi calls out from the back of the truck, 6. We're on a roll. I'll input Lola's code next. Nice work, Books calls through the hatchway. He looks over at Sophia and tries not to notice her hair disaster. Hear that? 6 is good. Sophia ignores him and looks straight ahead. Books continues on. Only 4 more to go. Yep, just the 4. Sophia unfolds her arms, then refolds them again. She still ignores him. You want a cap or something? Books blunders on. Sophia shakes her head. Nope. Guess not then. Books rummages around in one of the Humvee's small storage compartments in front of him. He pulls out a chocolate bar and offers it to Sophia. Hershey? What I want, Sophia says. Shoot. What I want for you is to tell me who the fuck that aviation blonde is, and who the fuck you are. And no, I fix people's books bullshit. Can you do that for me, Books? Can you? Okay. She's Black Ops. I was too. I didn't lie to you. It's a long story. I can't tell you everything. If I did, Books jokes, sort of. I'd have to kill you. What are you, some kind of James Bond? Bookbinder my ass. I really do. It's a hobby. I like books. That's how I got my nickname. I don't kill for a living. It's just a career choice, a kind of occupational hazard. Your career is killing people? Killed. Just the bad guys. 7 years in Delta Force. That's how I met Lola. Let me guess, at the Palm Springs Annual Assassins and Torturers Convention. Not quite, but we ended up being on the same job in Moscow. The Dubrovka theater siege I told you about. You worked for the Russians? Sophia asks. We were both placed on international secondment to Alpha Group. They learned from us, and we learned from them. That's how it works. Then the Chechens took the hostages, and we got the order to go in. She saved my life. I owe her. She's quite a girl. Swedish. She's a first-class, conceited, Euro-trash, silicon-enhanced psycho whore. That's what she is. Better the devil you know. Look, she adds value. She's fearless, trust me. She frightens me. Yeah, she has a certain aura, Book says. Well, just keep her certain aura away from me. Got it? Okay, but just go easy on her. She's on our side now. Our side? Excuse me, but back there, didn't you agree to give her 60% of all the money, and we all have to join her team? Yeah, but I ended up getting what I wanted. And what's that? Sophia asks. The ultimate assassin who would sacrifice her life for us. I'll remind Cartoon Girl next time she tries to maim me. Is there anything else I should know? Books thinks for a few seconds. Yeah, I think she has a sister. Oh, God, please help me. Is there anything else I should know about all this shit? Sophia, wild, throws her arms outward. You know as much as me now, really. Well, if you think of anything, Books, be sure to let me know, okay? Sure thing. Good. You're welcome. I didn't say thanks. You're still welcome. Books? Yeah? You're beginning to get on my nerves. I know, but you kind of like me, right? Like a hole in the head, Sophia sighs. Books spots something ahead and slows the Humvee down. In front, Matt and Lola also slow down. Canadian container, straight ahead, Jim calls down. Got it. Books stops the Humvee. Matt and Lola turn their bikes around and pull up alongside the Humvee. Both their collars pick up the signals from the remotes in the back of the Humvee. Lola yells at Books. You stay. I will check. She races the bike forward and heads toward the Canadian container. Matt watches her go and mumbles to himself. Interesting. A woman who makes me feel like a superhero 1 minute, then inadequate the next. He takes off after her. Hey, Books, Sophia says. Yeah? The Black Ops thing. You still do that? Nope. Retired 5 years ago. I see. By the way, Books looks over at Sophia. Yeah? A girl like you sure doesn't need a cap. Sophia, unsure, smiles at Books. Thanks. You're welcome.